For the triggering time, we have the first page opened by the applet. We can call, if we want to open a new page, we may use this method or use some components like navigator to open a new page. Then we have, you see pre-routing pages on hide, and the post-routing page we use onload onshore functions. With page redirect, we call this method or these components. We have the pre-routing page and post-routing page. You can see these routing methods in detail by yourself. And then here, we have an example. Due to the complexity of the tab page switching, here are 4 pages, A, B, C, D, to illustrate these routing methods. Imagine that A and B, they are tab bar pages. C is a page opened from A. D is the page opened from C. And the life cycle of tab switching is shown here in this table. You see A you see here, if A is the current page, surely post-routing page is also A, and this will not trigger anything. Then, if we want to, from A, we want to go to B, then the life cycle triggered will be, for A, we have on hide, and for B, we have on load and on show. If, here, for this situation, is for opening B for the first time, if we open B again, that means it is already, if B is already in the cache, then life cycle triggered will be A on hide and B on show. And here, you see here A and B, they are type bar pages. And C is the page opened from A. If we are in C now and we'll go to A, then we will unload C and onshore A. As A is the type bar and C is inner page of A, we don't need to reload A. We are already in it, so we just onshore it. If we are C and we go to B, then we need to unload C, unload C, unload B, and onshore B. If we are in D, which is the page opened from C, and we want to go to B, then you see we need to get out of D, get out of C, then we return B. So it's on unload D, on unload C, unload B, and unload and onshore B. If we are in D, enter from forwarding, and we we go to A, then we need to unload the D, unload the A, and onshore A. Similarly for B. Here is an example for the routing to illustrate these routing methods. Then we have our modular. We'll see the modular in the logic layer. Firstly is the file scope. Variables and functions declared in any JS file of the applet are only valid in that file. Variables and functions with the same name can be declared in different JS files without affecting each other. If we need to share data across pages, we can define global variables in app.js and then use getApp in other JS files to get and update. That's the usage of global variables and the local variables. You can try it by yourself. And then for the modular, the program supports putting some public JavaScript code in a separate JS file, which can be called by other JS files as a public module. Modules can only provide external interfaces through module exports or exports. For example, create a new utils folder in the root directory and create a common JS file As saying here, when we want to create a new util folder in the root directory and create a common JS file, Here, we generate two self-defined functions, say hello and say goodbye. They have their parameters, name. But pay attention, exports here is a citation of module exports. So it may make mistakes if we change the values here to if we do some modifications, it may create some problems. Then we have an introduction to API. The applet development framework provides a wealth of WeChat native API interfaces, which can conveniently call up the capabilities provided by WeChat, such as obtaining user information, local storage, and geographic positioning. The commonly used APIs are listed here. We have the network to realize the network interaction between the applet and the server. We have the media to realize picture, recording, audio, video, and camera management. We have the file to realize the management of temporary files and local files. We have data to realize the local data cache of the applet. Location to use a small program to obtain geographic location and control map components. We have equipment to obtain device capabilities such as mobile phone memory, network, sensors, code scanning, clipboard, vibration, etc. We have interface to realize interactive feedback, navigation bar settings, page navigation, animation, drawing, and other capabilities. And these APIs and related types will be introduced later. This is the logic layer. now we'll see view layer. Yeah, view layer is mainly responsible for the display of view. For the page WeChat, WXML, WXSS, and some forms, components, they are all contents of view layer. Yeah, you see here, WXML, the full name of it is WeChat Markup Language, WeChat Markup Language. It is similar to HTML. It is also a language that uses text and slash text to build page structure. WXML has the capabilities of data binding, list rendering, conditional rendering, templates, events, and references. We can see these capabilities of these functions in detail. Yeah, for the first data binding, we have simple binding. In WXML page, we can use double curly braces with variable name to represent dynamic data like this. Yeah, okay, we'll try this with our code. To show it. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. You can follow it. Yeah, it's here, mini program. Oh, I need to log in. Yeah. My phone, log in. Yeah, you see, here we were in the last lecture, we click here, we have this one. And some of you have said that, yeah, for some of you, when we click here, the date is not changed. I think the problem may be here. With this function is not properly set. Change date function. Okay, now we are here to see the WXML. We use demo. Yeah, WXML page. Here, we'll see this variable. Oh, it's okay. View. In the example, we have used MSG as the variable. Yeah, you see here. When we have this instruction, it means we will print out this MSG variable here. So we need to define this as MSG variable. Where to define it? We need to define it in JS file here. In data, yeah, like here. Okay, I have already defined something here. So we made, oh yeah, and don't forget this symbol after each instruction. We have saved it MSG, and we want to print out. We can say good afternoon. Now we'll compare it, and you see here, normally we will a fish. Oh, it's slow. Oh, we have an error. You see here. I'll put it enlarge it to see what is. Oh no, not error. No error. It's just a warning like before, and it is shown here. You see. Good afternoon. If we click here, we have the message. The date is changed. No, yeah, in the last class we have changed to the 25th. That's why. Oh yeah, and yeah, it's okay. So here you see with this code, we can render good afternoon to the page WXML here, and to show this MSG. Yeah, here it's for the small binding of data binding. Is this part. Then we have the property binding. For the property binding, component attributes can also use dynamic data, such as component ID, class, and other attribute values. Yeah, like what is given before. Here, ID, test, my view. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's very similar. We don't need to practice it. Then we have the control property binding. We can use dynamic data for control attributes, but it must be enclosed in quotation marks, like here. Yeah, you see here we have the control property binding. Yeah, we are trying this one. Yeah. After this, we say view. We use condition if condition. Then we may use test. Here is in our WXML file. Then we go to JS file to define this condition. We define it here in data, in the part data. Condition. Yeah, you see, if we set it as false, here normally you see, yeah, you see the code. If condition, then we'll print test. But we have set it as a false one, then normally it is not printed. Yeah, you see. Yeah, it's not printed. You can also, yeah, you can also try to modify it. But we have set it as false, it is not printed. If we set it as true, we'll recheck. Yeah, you see, we have set it as true and test is printed. Here is control property binding. Then we have the keyword binding. If we write a Boolean value directly in quotation marks, we must also use double curly braces. For example, here. Note that we cannot remove the double curly braces and write it directly as if. false. At this time, false will be regarded as a string, and it will be true after being converted to a Boolean. Yeah. So you see, we need always add these double curly braces if we want to consider it as a variable. For the data binding, we have also operation binding. Simple calculations can also be performed inside the double curly braces, and the supported calculation methods include ternary operation, arithmetic operations, logical judgment, string operations, and data path calculations. Here is a ternary operation example. Here you see with this code, it means if hidden, if result is true, then the component will be hidden. If it is false, if result is false, then it will not be hidden. You can see it. We can test it. Okay, in fact, we can copy it. Oh no, it's not. It's okay. We'll tap it by ourselves. We'll tap it. In WXML, we'll say that view, then we see item, it is a ternary calculation. If result is true, then it is hidden. Else not. This double curly brace. The component will be hidden. Like this. Here, and then we'll define the result in JS file. Result, we'll set it as false, for example. You see, we compare it. You see, the result is false. Oh, no. The result is false. Then hidden is false. So the component, here, the result is false. Then this one is false. Hidden is false. So this will be printed. But if we change it, change the value of result. If we set it as true, then this one will be hidden. And you see, it is not shown anymore. This is this ternary calculation. Now we'll see another one. It is the ternary operation. We have also arithmetic operation, simple code like here. We can do some arithmetic calculations. Yeah, also simple example. Here in JS file, we can set A, for example, we set, yeah, as in the example, we set 1, B, 2, C, 3. Then we want to show some arithmetic result of these variables. We need to go to WXML file. In here, you see we have view. As we have said before, we need usually double curly braces. For example, the addition of A and B, then the addition of, the addition of C. You will see the difference. Then we have D. Yeah, you see, here you will know why we say that it's important to remember the double curly braces. You see here we have an arithmetic operation. Then we come to here, we'll consider it as a string. Then it's our, yeah, here it's an arithmetic operation. And here is our string. Yeah, you will see the result. And you see, we have set A as 1, B as 2. So A plus B is 3. Then we plus C, 3. Then, and we plus D, directly like this. Yeah, you see here, it's our arithmetic operation. Yeah, pay attention to the usage of this addition symbol. We can also have some logical judgment, like here. And we may also try this. Yeah. Okay, we can, or perhaps, yeah, perhaps I will ask you to do it. You are so quiet. Please realize a logical judgment and usage of two usage. And two usages of this symbol. You see, concatenate and those two usages of it. Okay, a very much simpler question. What are two usages of this symbol? Assigning a value to a variable. Are you sure? Kaya, thank you. Are you sure the usage of this is to assign a value to a variable? Adding two values together. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is as an addition. And another one.
Concatenation 老师
Yeah, thank you very much, Kaya. Yeah, concatenation and addition. And you see these two functions or two usages of this plus symbol. Here we have practiced it, and I'm wondering, if I've set it as an assignment or leave it as during class. Perhaps I'll leave it as an assignment. Yeah. So you see,
Yes,
it's easy to realize a logical judgment and use, yeah, by using, okay, it's better. Please realize our logical judgment by using two functions of yeah. Could you understand this meaning? The meaning of this require? This will be our assignment of today. That means, yeah. As here, yeah, you see, we have already used a logical judgment here. You see here, a ternary operation is also a logical judgment. It's similar. Here also. So you can realize a logical judgment easily, but you need also use two functions of plus symbol as given by Kaya. Those two functions are addition and concatenation. You see here, this part we have used these two functions of plus symbol. So is it clear? This require. Is it clear?
Yes, 老师
Okay, thank you, Kaya. Then we may have a break of 10 minutes, and yeah, when we are back, we'll continue. I will see if someone is missing. Faso is missing. Kamruzama is missing. 看入咱们的发缩。Okay, not here. So it's okay. Okay, thank you, Kaya, for reminding me. Yeah, I really forgot it. Yeah, here. We have created a component with object key. Yeah, first key one and the third array in the third element in the array. Now we need to, you see, if we compare it now, normally it will not be worked. Yeah, you see here nothing appears as we have no we haven't set these variables, so we need to go to JS file to set them. We need to set the object. We set key one, for example, is yeah, like in the example, we say hello, and the key two, we say goodbye. This is for the object. Then we set an array. We say 2020. Okay. Yeah, you see here, we don't make difference between single quotation or double quotation. You can use them. Yeah, you see, but we need to use a pair of them. 2021. Oh, I'm sorry. Here and 2022. Okay. Yeah. So at this, then we ask it to. Yeah, you see here, this component is shown here with hello key one, and then the third element in the array 2022 is here. We'll return back here. We have already tried this data price calculation example. Then we'll go to combination binding. We can also directly combine variables and values in double curly braces to form a new object or array. Yeah, you see here, array combination example code. We have an array here. Yeah, we have 1, 2, x 4. Is here is an array, and then we can set this x in JS file. Yeah, we can see it. It's very simple. This example, we can simply practice it. Here in JS file, we set this data just x. We set it as yeah, we can call it 3. Then go to WXML. We have view, WXIN 4 as an array. Yeah, we use double curly braces. We use an array 1, 2, x 4, an array, and then double curly braces. Here, we ask them to print out each item. Yeah. Then you see the effect. You see, we can print out them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have rendered x by the data in JS file. Yeah, this is a combination binding. We have also object combinations like this. Here have another example. Yeah, we can also use this one, this symbol to expand the content of the object. Yeah, you see like this. You can try this example by yourself. If the key and value names of the elements in the object are the same, the expression can be omitted. The code will finally combine an object. Yeah, you see here another example. If the same key name exists, the latter will override the content of the former. After data binding, we have list rendering. Data rendering, we have the list rendering. First of all, it's simple list. The template uses this for Weixin 4. I'm sorry. Attribute on the component to achieve list rendering. That is, the same component appears multiple times in batches, and the content can be different. The principle is to use Weixin 4 to bind an array, and then we can automatically use each element in the data to render the components in turn to form a batch effect. Yeah, okay, we can see this. Yeah, it's simple too. Here, like as usual, here we create a component with view. We use Weixin 4 to create an array. And then here we can say each student, so we name it student. Then we use the index of the array. Later, we have the item. In the JS file, we need to define this array. And you see in JS file, we define the array like this. We may call it dream. Sorry, we need to give the notation like dream. Hate. What else? Tom. Okay, like this. And you will see they will be printed out. Yeah, you see student 0, dream, student 1, Kate, student 2, Tom. Okay, you see the usage of this list. It's a simple list usage. Yeah, here we can also, you see we have set this data in Weixin ML. We can change this code. We can change it. How to change it? We can ask it to view. Yeah, same thing. We use Weixin 4. Then we ask it to print the array, and then we use Weixin 4 index. We use it as a student ID. Weixin 4 item. and we use student name. Here, then we use again student. Student ID. Then student name. Yeah, like this. And you will see here, this component will executed. Yeah, will execute the same thing as this code. You will see here will print 2 times. Yeah, have you seen it? It's like this.
Okay, 老师。
Yeah, thank you, Kaya. Here we need to pay attention that this double curly brace should be written correctly. If we delete this double curly braces, oh yeah, we will consider it as a string. So don't forget to add these double curly braces. Yeah, we can try and we can try to see like yeah here if we put this one if we put it, if we delete this double curly, you will see you will see it's quite different. Yeah, you will see what will be. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we have an error here. Unexpected. Here. View. Student. They cannot recognize it.
Laoshi, isn't it line 13? I think your quotation, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Here I have added the quotation. Here, well, I have removed it here, and then is it here? Yeah. It says here 13 with this is we can unexpected character. Yeah, we'll try. Thank you, Kaya. Yeah, now it's okay. You see, just then it's here the problem, and you see the result of this one, this code. Yeah, these one.
Yes, Laoshi.
Is we have already shown them, and from here is just we have deleted the double curly braces of array, and we have this result. So you see, it's important to be attention, yeah, to pay attention to these small problems. Now we will see another. Yeah, okay, here we have already see this example. We can also use this for item and for index to customize the variable names of the current element and subscript. We can also use nested list. Yeah, like here we have a nested list. Oh yeah, here is to realize. Yeah, it's simple. This one is to ask us to realize the 9 multiplication formula table. Yeah, it's not very difficult. You can try it. It's very simple. If you have some questions, yeah. Do you want to practice it now or just we pass it and you practice after class? This
I think
9
this we can practice after class, 老师.
after class. Okay.
Yes, 老师.
Yeah, this is simple and you can normally the PDF you can also download it from Qing platform. So we'll pass it. Here is a multi-node list. For multi-node list, you see we have said that this yeah, we can use WeChat 4 on the block on this tag to render a structure block containing multiple nodes, like here. Oh, this is student card number, name. But pay attention, block is not a component. It is just a packaging element and will not do any rendering on the page. Yeah, here with this code, we can get this this result. If you want, we can try this example. Same thing in this WXML file. We create a block WeChat 4, and then we set this array. In the array, what we get, as before, what we have get as before. Yeah, we here we try to set everything here, so we get the name. Copy them here. Yeah, Jim, Kate, Tom. This array we set it directly here. Then in this block we have two components: view with the student card number, index, and then another component to see their name is the item. Yeah, okay, just like this, and we'll see the effect. Oh, what's wrong? 17th line here, Jim.
I think inside the array, 老师, with the names, you're supposed to use single quotes because outside you use double quotes.
Oh yeah,
So for
thank
Jim,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Kaya. Yeah, here, as you said, when we have already double quotes, then inner, yeah, In now we need to use single codes. Yeah, thank you for your reminder. Yeah, yeah. That's the usage of yeah, you see. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, 老师.
Yeah, yeah. You see here we have the effect. Here is a multi-node data, multi-node list. Then we have also key property. For key property, we have, yeah, you see here, when we use this Weixin 4, we have some warnings. You see here some warnings. Yeah, you can see here, like given here. The previous examples using Weixin 4 will get a warning prompt in the console. The general content of the above tips is that it is recommended to use the Weixin key attribute to improve the performance of Weixin 4. This is because if the position of items in the list changes dynamically or new items are added to the list, it may cause the list to be out of order. If we clearly know that the list is static or the order is not important, we can choose to ignore the prompt. Yeah, here is this key property. We have some forms to avoid disorder or not want to see the prompt. We can use Weixin key attributes to specify the unique identifier of the item in the list. The value of Weixin key is provided in two forms. String represents an item attribute in the Weixin for loop array. The attribute value needs to be the only string or number in the list and cannot be changed dynamically. Reserved keywords, it represents the item itself in the Weixin for loop. This kind of representation requires the item itself to be a unique string or number. So you see, take the Weixin key attribute as a custom string as an example. When the data change causes the page to be re-rendered, the component with the key will automatically corrected to ensure that the items are sorted correctly and to improve the efficiency of list rendering. Here is for the key property. And we have some conditional rendering. Like first one is a simple condition. Yeah, this we have already see something similar. With this Weixin if condition in the applet framework to determine whether a code block needs to be rendered or not. We can also combine several yeah, like Weixin if, Weixin else if, else to add other conditions like here. We can have a multi-node condition. If we want to judge multiple component tags at once, we can use the block tag to wrap multiple components and use the Weixin if control attribute on the block. Yeah, you see here an example. For multi mode condition, we can find that both Weixin if and hidden attributes can specify the display and hiding effects of the components. Yeah, here is to say in which situation it's better to use Weixin if, and in which situation it's better to use hidden. In summary, if we need to switch components frequently, hidden is better. If the conditions rarely change during runtime, Weixin if is better. Developers can choose one of the attributes or a combination of the two according to actual needs. Then we have templates. The applets framework allows templates to be provided in Weixin ML files. Templates can be used to define code snippets, which are then called repeatedly on different pages. Yeah, you see here we have an example with the defining of a template. Here, the applet uses templates to define code snippets in the Weixin ML file as a template, and each template uses the name attribute to customize the template name. Yeah, you see here, we have made a name, a template named my template. And in this template, we have a view component. And here we have two text components to show the name and the age dynamically. Here is to define the template. When we want to use templates, not only define it, but also we need to use it. Okay, if you want, we can at first define this template in our Weixin ML file. Yeah, we can define it here. We can define a template. We as in the example, we name all. We can call it my template or simple template. As okay, I don't want in our example we need it short. We make it short. View. Then in the template, we have two text name and name here. Then we have the text to show the age. See, here it's like this. This is the template. Here it's just, we have just defined this template, and then we need to, you see, it's okay, but we will share, we will not show anything here. We have to use this template to show things. So we pass to this usage. In the new Weixin ML page, continue to use the template page tag to refer to the template component content. The referenced template tag must have the is attribute. This attribute value is used to specify the correct template name to be successfully referenced, and then use the data attribute to pass in the data value required by the template. Yeah, you see, here we use this template, and we need to use these data. Okay, we are try this. We ask it to use this template. Is we use this attribute to say which we need to use. We use simple temp and data. Data will be in. Okay, we are define we are define an array, a list, for example, like in the example, like in the example, student. And then in our JS file, we need to define this student array. This student variable name. We call it dream, and age, we set it as 22 or 23. Okay, just like this, you see here we have the data, and in this WXML file, we have passed the data, rendered it here. We have used the template, simple temp, which is defined here. And now you'll see the effect. Oh la la, date. Oh. Hey, 27. Oh la. We just need one quotation. We just need one quotation, not two. That's why we had an error here. Yeah, see, still 22 is here. Data. It's 10. Yeah. What's wrong with it? I still have an error here. Attribute data. I have assigned this oh la la. It's double. Oh, I made mistake. Here it's double curly brace. To show a variable, yeah, pay attention. I have made this mistake, but here, double curly braces should be noted every time. Yeah, you see here, it's shown. But we have shown name, age, but we didn't show this name and age. So here we have our problem. Name, age is not parsed here. Name, age, text name, age. So we need to use in student, we have parsed name, age, Why it isn't shown here? Oh, no. Name, age. Yeah, it is. They are shown here. You see here, we have shown name and age. It means that they are already passed here. Here, every template has its function, its scale. We can only use data passed from this data. That's here we show that name is passed with dream and age is passed with 23. It is not passed here. Yeah, okay, we'll see it later for this. At least here, name, age, they are already shown. Change. We have used template here. Okay, we'll see it later. And now we'll see event. You can try this example, and if you found different, yeah, you can you find different results, you can contact me.
It's still the same results on my end, Lao Shi.
It's also the same for you.
Yeah, yes, Lao Shi.
Normally, it should pass name, age, the value, because we have set them here. Yeah, we have set it. The data. Oh, yeah, the data they are set here. It's strange. Okay. Perhaps we have different versions with the. We may see it later, and here we'll see in view layer, we have other things like events. Events are the communication method from the view layer to the logic layer. It has some characteristics like this. First one, the user's behavior can be fed back to the logic layer for processing. Second one is that events can be bound to the components. When the trigger event is reached, the corresponding event processing function in the logic layer will be executed. And third one is objects can carry additional information such as ID, data types, touches. Yeah, we'll see how we can use events. Yeah, in fact, even before we have used some events. If we need to bind we need to bind an event handler function to the component on the WXML page. Here we have an example of a button. Here we indicate that a touch click event is bound to the button, and the custom function my tap will be executed after the finger is touched. Here, this part, it is an additional attribute of the event. It can be customized by the user or omitted. We will see it. In fact, it will show on the component. Yeah, yeah, we can see this next class. I have already published the assignment. You can see it. Any questions still here?
So, Laushi,
No,
what
Lao
do
Shi.
we need
Yes,
to
Adam.
do in our assignment?
Pardon?
What we do in our assignment?
I'm sorry?
I talk about our assignment you give us.
I ask if you have some questions. And the assignment, yeah, there is an assignment and I have published in Qing platform.
Okay, Laushi.
Questions?
No, Lao Shi.
Okay, thank you. Okay, if there's no questions, we may stop here. Yeah. So have a good time and see you Thursday. Bye-bye.
Okay, Laushi, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Laushi.
Bye-bye.